was all so quick the way it came about. I had about, we were at the Eli Palferman Classic, to which what another incredible event to get these young men to get to play against other teams and to get colleges and scouts there to watch them before the season starts. That's amazing in its own right. And it started to come about then. And yeah, it was emotional. Like on top of the Listowel Cyclones, like I have a really close relationship with my family. I work on my family's farm. I live with my mom, my dad, my brother, his fiance, my grandparents. So to have the, opportunity, but also the risk of picking my life up and moving across the country in about 3 days' notice, it was a lot. I still get emotional when I think about it. I have such a close relationship with my family and with the Cyclones, and I took pride in showing up to the rink every day with a smile on my face, being at home, being in the barn with a smile on my face. And I know that's going to be missed, but they are in good hands, and I know that everyone's going to find a way to make it work. But I couldn't be any more appreciative of the support when the news finally got out that, people weren't upset. People weren't frustrated with me. If anything, they realized that this is a dream of mine and this is something that I want to pursue. And there's no better time in my life than to do it right now. So time to chin up, charge the mountain, and find a way to make it work. I want to give lots of love, obviously, first off to my family. I know they're making a lot of sacrifices for me to live out my dream and pursue something that I think I can make something of. And then on top of that, the Cyclones organization, top down, Jason Brooks, he gave me my first start in coaching. And as I was a player, he was starting to talk to me about becoming a coach. And Jesse Cole, I mean, where do I begin? There's no man in Ontario junior hockey that's more detail oriented than him. Absolute workhorse. He turns that into a full-time job. I know Dixon Grimes mentioned last year that he's living in the lab, and things don't change. He's cooking it up and he finds a way to get the job done. I mean, no one's more committed than him. To Holden, thank you so much for being a great friend. You're absolutely incredible. I value your friendship more than you know.
Very, very happy for Luke. Obviously, we've got a close relationship, and coaches are the same as players. They're happy when they move on, and he'll be a great asset for them, and hopefully a long career in doing that. And we're excited for him.
I feel incredibly fortunate. Listowel showed me a lot as a player. I learned a lot about myself getting traded there as a 20-year-old. And when my playing career was wrapping up, it was looking like I was going to get into coaching, and I had started with the Huron Perth Lakers, was given an opportunity to be a head coach of a team there via Jason Brooks. So another Listowel connection. And then he took me to a game. They were playing Cambridge around Christmas time and went down to the room, and Jesse asked if being a part of their staff would be something that I'd be interested in. And it was always in my thought process that that would be somewhere that I would end up coaching. I didn't really think that it would be something that would happen that quickly, but what a first-class organization from top to bottom. I mean, it shines through with the success they've had in the last, 5, 6, 10 years. They've really done a great job of making a community-based atmosphere. I mean, Jesse, Jason, Trent, to get to coach with my best friend in Holden Lansing was absolutely incredible. And the players, like last year, to have such a group of proud local players that ended up climbing the mountain and winning the Sutherland Cup, that's something I'll never forget. They went to work every day. It was something that wasn't looking very bright off the start. We got off to a 6-6 start. And then things started to turn around. And I think we ended the regular season with 9 regulation losses. So to do that with that group of players and that group of young men, they learned a lot about themselves. And I was just fortunate to be along for the ride, to be a valve for them, and just a first-class organization that you can see why they've had so much success. I mean, getting the opportunity to coach in championship hockey last year, throughout the year in the Sutherland Cup and the Cherrey Cup, that really gave me the stripes that I needed to come out here and know how to handle my business. I mean, anyone who's privy to the Brooks Bandits knows they are one of, if not Canada's best junior A programs over the last 10 years, including 2 COVID seasons, 7 championships. I mean, they just have that secret sauce. They know how to get it done. And from stepping in the first day, you can see why. I mean, a lot of overlapping with how things are gone about in Listowel, the emphasis on the community based, the emphasis on the family based. Um, yeah, I was in awe. I felt like I spent that whole first week picking my jaw up off the ground between learning new things, between meeting new players, and being in awe of just how incredible they go about running their business. It's these kids are here to learn, to develop, and to eventually go on to the next level and become impact players at Division 1 and hopefully at pro at some point. I'd like to give a thanks to your staff there and the 519 Sports Online crew. I mean, what you guys have built over the last, close to 10 years now has been nothing short of amazing. To give these local athletes the opportunity to go home and see themselves on highlights and get interviews and get media coverage, that's something that not many young men around the country get. I mean, 99% of athletes aren't going to make it to pro and get to go on TSN and watch themselves in the morning, but to have the opportunity to have coverage and a close relationship with you and your staff and to see it grow is nothing short of amazing. And you guys are what fuels that GOJHL unit to keep going, and it's incredible to see. So thank you guys so much. I just am in awe of what you guys have put together.